They were talking about arena. I have no idea what they were talking about. We need a new entertainment and sports complex. I can't tell you yet where and how we're going to pay for it, but we made a lot of progress. That task force, you saw 3 or 4 members that were part of a 12-member task force, and they have been working on this for 4 months. And they have subcommittees, and on those subcommittees, there's a host of volunteers, and a lot of you are a part of that. They're giving your time freely for the city of Sacramento. So I want to just say thank you all for giving your time. Let's give the task force members a round of applause. So as a mayor, when I first started, ran for office, people told me that I shouldn't touch this topic with a 10-foot pole. And they said, it was a dismal failure when it came to major Q&R, and they felt that it was political suicide. I didn't see it that way. I saw a real opportunity for the city. It was not too long ago that the NC2A came to Sacramento and said, hey, we're not going to bring big-time basketball to Sacramento anymore because our arena is too old. I don't want to live in a city that has facilities that are too old and aren't modernized and updated. And I know none of us want. We deserve the best in our community. So we got involved. We started this task force called Sacramento First, and they've done a great job and had a great momentum. And I can tell you honestly, we're in the best position that we've ever been when it comes to discussing this topic. The question is not whether we should have a new entertainment and sports complex. The question now is where. And I think that's the interesting part of where we are. So let me update you on a couple specifics. I'll be receiving the task force's recommendation on March 11th. And on the following Tuesday, March 16th, I and the task force members will be bringing that recommendation to council. Now, obviously, the timeline is an important consideration. I believe that we should have a course of action and a clear path to a new arena by the end of the Kings season. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be making the playoffs. So, council members, if we were going to make the playoffs, I could say mid-May or somewhere in June. But since we're not going to make the playoffs this year, we're making progress. We won more games by the All-Star break than we did all last year. Got 2 great rookies in Tyreek and Aubrey. New head coach, come on now, we have good things going on. But to my council member colleagues, I think that we should, as a council, come up with a consensus of what we want to do going forward within 30 days or so of receiving that proposal. I think it's one of those balances where be quick but don't hurry. We've been working on our policies and how we're going to look and evaluate different criteria, and I think we're positioned to do that very, very well. So we're going to finish that project. I think most of you know that I'm very ambitious, and I don't want to stop there. I really don't. I was lucky enough to play 2 sports growing up in high school and college. Even got drafted as a baseball player by the Oakland A's. I think I'm going to leave it at that and save the rest of that for another state of the city.